hop out. Valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count. Cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now. I'm too on one day on my third. I was too broke, now I'm too rich. Made 100K on my third shift from a boy, so boy, and I'm a gangster. And you a boy. Man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really had no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Cincinnati Bengals. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Prescott looks to throw on first. Complete here. It's Hyde. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Play action now. Prescott. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Here we go, 46. Gun. 46.
Prescott from the gun. Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. 61 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well-organized, well-coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First down, Prescott. And right away, he lost the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, Not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. He needed a yard, that's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Woo. 46. Gun. 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. He takes it to Hyde. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Go, 46, 46. Go, get out there, get out there. Gun. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here we go, 180.
Prescott on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 180.
A second down throw for Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Let's go, get out.
Prescott yet again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Awesome. Swing to the field, right. To the right. 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Throw left side complete. It's Curry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Switch and eight. Gun. Here we go, 46. 46.
They'll throw again. Prescott looking for the end zone. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Gun.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. His throw caught right around the 6. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll run high, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Dancing, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Prescott on 3rd and goal. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsor saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here, but then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just were unable to do so.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Under.
First down, a run with Hyde. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. Go. Get out there. Here we go, 46. 46.
A second down throw for Prescott. Gonna throw right side here, complete. A good pickup there at 22. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
47. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. Woo. Here we go, 46. 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Start there, over here. Start there. I got it. Here we go, 47. 26.
He'll get it in the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
Woo.
Let's go one more.
41's the will. 26.
Handoff comes to Hyde. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now another timeout here called by the Titans, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And Boswell's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Gun!
That boy's got 4 down.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Staying on his feet. And now he's swallowed up and taken down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now it's Jackson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he's still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
41's the will. Here we go, 46, 46. Gun. Here we go, 46, 46.
Final play of the half, Prescott. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun!
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll throw on 1st down to Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, here's Jackson. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Gun! 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 Gun!
On third down, Jackson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Third and goal, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And this one is right through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
After the interception, here's Jackson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Parker, the intended target.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Aaron Donald in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Second down, Prescott. just keeping the play alive. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Prescott from the gun on third. Out to the flat for Hyde. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So it's a third field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
And the Titans getting set to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Again, it's Barkley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he's got room. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And now Jackson will look to throw it. It's complete to Parker, left side. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Jackson to throw. Steps away to his left. Finding room to the 20. And avoids the contact by sliding. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. The pitch goes to Barkley. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Now the try here for the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Prescott from the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Good. Switch. Hey. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And that is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. Still a lot that can happen, but you think they get points on this drive, even if it's just 3. Should wrap this one up.
And you got to love their starting field position. So if you're the play caller right now, being on the plus side of the 50, you're thinking exactly what you're saying. Get 3, get out of here with at least that. But hey, you might have a chance to put 6 on the board and really take control.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A very solid gain of 27.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some tough.
Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A handoff off to Barkley. Breaks through the contact, and he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. How many people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
On second down, Jackson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Titans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, it's Jackson. And it's caught by Parker. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. It's a big play there for Tennessee. And even 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Leopard! Gun! 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 Gun!
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. He got 29 yards that time. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A first down throw for Prescott. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now Prescott. It's brought in left side by Tate. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. From the red zone now, Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. It's picked up by the Titans. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson's going to throw it. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. From the gun, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to loft one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Titans. Will Fuller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This is taken at the 3. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right?
And it's a fumble. And that might be Titan football. It is.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. It's complete to Fuller. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Titans. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Yeah, the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
We got 4. We got 4.
3rd and long for Prescott. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Curry. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Gun. Gun. Here we go, 47. 46.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. A road win.